we got a bunch of Pokemon Legend ZA and Pokemon Generation 10 news to talk about. Alright, let's get straight into it. So for starters, we already know the first battle against a Mega Rogue Pokemon that's going to be taking place. So after you defeat Emma in a certain part of the game, you will be given a Lucario, and along with Lucario, you're going to be getting the Lucario Knight that allows you to Mega Evolve Lucario. And then she's going to be talking about Rogue Pokemon, so eventually this leads to a battle against Mega Absol. And thanks to Lucario, you're going to be able to use fighting type moves to easily take it down, which is really great. So overall, this is probably going to be either roughly from 30 minutes into the game to an hour into the game that you're going to get your first battle with a Mega Rogue Pokemon. And it's going to be essentially like a tutorial, kind of like, you know, how your usual Pokemon game is like, this is how you catch a Pokemon. This is pretty much going to be like, all right, so you use this move against this move against this move, and there you go. You can finally take down the Mega Rogue Pokemon. And it turns out there's going to be a lot of different Mega Rogue Pokemon. It looks to be like at least 30. I'm looking more at 50 Mega Rogue Pokemon inside the game, which is really great. They are really strong to take down. They're going to be kind of like the friendly nobles from Pokemon Legends Arceus, but there's going to be more of them because it's more like a mega boss battle than anything else. So anyways, that's pretty cool. So did you know that Clemont is not going to be inside the game? Now this is really sad, because if you wanted to take a trip down memory lane and you wanted to be like, I'm going to go and revisit my pals, the gym leaders that I took down back in X and Y, well, it turns out that we won't be seeing the original gym leaders, and that also includes every single other gym leaders. The ice type gym leader, the other gym, the grass type, and all the gym leaders are not going to be returning. So this is a sad thing, because, like, you know, you just wanted to go have fun, experience what it's like to refight the teams that really they put together. But I guess it makes sense, because now that you're stuck inside of Lumio City, well, I mean, they're not going to be able to go everywhere, am I right? Okay, so another thing that's really awesome with Mega Pokemon is you're actually able to send them out. So you can just Mega Evolve a Pokemon and send it straight out. It's kind of going to be like Pokemon Legends Arceus, where you're able to throw out all your entire team and just sit around them, have kind of like a little party, a little picnic, or whatever you want to call it. This right here is pretty great, because then you can just see your Mega Pokemon. You can take a picture of them. There's probably going to be some sort of camera mode, because every Nintendo game's got to have a camera mode at some point. So you can take a picture of that if you want to, use just some kind of desktop background, phone background, whatever the case may be. So overall, that is pretty interesting. You can just have them sitting there and maybe stare fear down the wild Pokemon that are going to try to attack you at some point. So that right there is pretty interesting. Okay, so also we're going to be seeing a lot of different Mega Evolutions of Pokemon. Now, there's been some leaks that point towards the evolutions that we will be seeing. Now, as you take a look here, you see Mega Chestnut, Mega Delphox, and also Mega Greninja, the Generation 6 starters. So these are pretty interesting. We already knew that we were going to be seeing some sort of Mega Evolutions for these Pokemon, but now these seem to be the correct style of leaks, the correct style of forms that they will be seeing. As you can see here, Greninja is hanging upside down as a Mega Evolution. You see Chestnut looks like he has a big turtle buff shell. Then we got Delphox that looks like some sort of Harry Potter reference. But anyways, that's pretty interesting. Now also, we have other sort of Mega Evolutions that we could be seeing. So anyways, as you see here, these are going to be the confirmed Megas as well. So you got Mega Charizard X, Mega Charizard Y, Mega Alakazam, etc. This is the long list of Pokemon that you would be seeing. You know that Mega Dragonite, the new Mega that looks so amazing, by the way. I think that Mega Dragonite is awesome. Mega Tyranitar, and a whole bunch of things. So overall, that's pretty cool. We're missing still a lot of Mega Evolutions, and it seems like we will be getting even more Mega Evolutions. There's leaks that suggest that we will be seeing a lot of different Mega Evolutions. So you don't have to worry about not having your favorite Mega Evolution. We're probably going to be seeing them at some point. We just didn't get the final trailer. And also at Gamescom, we will be able to play Pokemon Legend ZA. So maybe we're going to be seeing even more Mega Evolutions that we don't know about. Now, of course, it's probably not going to be the full game where you're able to go and beat the game 100%, start off with a team like straight up at the end of the game. That's probably not going to happen. It's either going to be a set thing that you're starting off with a random Pokemon and then you are about in the middle of the game where maybe you can go and get some sort of Mega Evolution. Maybe you'll get a surprise thing, but who knows? Maybe you'll just get the Mega Knight that just allows you to get the Mega Evolutions, but you need to catch the Pokemon for that. We don't really know right now, but it seems pretty good. Okay, so now for Pokemon Generation 10. Now, this seems to be very accurate in what we're going to be seeing for Pokemon Generation 10. Okay, for starters, we know these starters at some point. We're going to be getting a grass fighting type wooden horse. Okay, for the fire type, we're going to be getting Fire Psychic Phoenix, and also for water type, a water ghost dead skin of snake. Huh. Anyways, that's what we're going to be seeing for that. Now, we also know some sort of legendaries. We're going to be getting a horse with wings, pure flying. A horse with fins, pure water. Now, this seems to go alongside with the leaked information about Pokemon Winds and Waves. Now, we also know that this is going to be taking place in the Hexnia region. Now, I probably butchered that so bad, but I just want to say that this is a group of islands which we kind of already knew, which is essentially going to be taking place in Greece, in the Cyclades. So that right there is pretty awesome. So it also says that the region is based on Greek. Another thing that points towards Pokemon Wind and Waves being a big part of next generation. So that right there is pretty great. Now the first areas is going to be normal goat Pokemon. We're also going to be seeing bug ant Pokemon, bug poison mosquito. Now this really seems to be some sort of tropical island style of thing. Now we're also going to be getting Hoot Hoot and Noctowl with new evolutions in Psychic / Flying. Also, we're going to get Electric Meowth. Did you know that? That is pretty great. Now, another thing that we got to take into consider is Water / Flying type Kingfish. So again, it really seems to be pointing into... Yeah, so anyways, we got a lot of different things here. We even got battle gimmicks, gym leaders, champion, evil team, and more. Now, of course, take this with a grain of salt. It's not confirmed whatsoever, but it's still a pretty interesting little leak to go alongside with what is known as Pokemon Wind and Waves. Wind and Waves seems to be a pretty cool region because maybe we can take the skies as our new playground for Pokemon and the water. So instead of just being stuck on the ground the entire time, not being able to jump, well, guess what? This time around, you'll finally be able to jump around, swim around inside of water, catching Pokemon, battling Pokemon, being able to go under the sea, maybe catching Pokemon that you really want to collect right there. And also, maybe you'll be able to catch a Pokemon and bring it up to the sky. And maybe there'll be different sky islands or a secret temple, because Greek is more like Greek mythology, and maybe we could be seeing something like that. Also, there's been other leaks about Greek mythology that some Pokemon or some legendary Pokemon are going to be like Greek gods in a way. So, you know, you're going to get your Poseidon, some sort of legendary temple or something. We're also going to be getting our Zeus inside of the sky. So overall, these seem to be like a pretty solid theory. And of course, maybe we're going to be seeing the return of the islands. While it seems to be we're getting the returns, but more of the sun and moon style of islands, where different islands had definitely different Pokemon and a different vibe to the island. Greek islands are all separated, so maybe we can be seeing something like that. If it truly is taking place in the Cyclades, well, guess what? There's going to be hundreds of different little mini islands. Now, we're probably not going to be seeing hundreds, but maybe 50 miniature little islands that you could go and explore. There'll be different gym leaders there. There'll be different themes on the islands. Maybe we'll see fire type volcanoes. Maybe we'll see electric type flying brats. Who knows? It's a pretty interesting thing, and I think that Pokemon Generation 10 is going to be jam-packed full of new exciting things. Anyways, what do you think about this? Do you think that Pokemon Generation 10 is confirmed to be inside the Cyclades? And it really looks to be Wind and Waves. That's probably going to happen. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you consider hit the like button, maybe subscribing if you're new. With that being said, see you in the next one.